Hello and welcome back to The Elegant Life. Today we're diving deep into the core of what I believe is the core of creating a truly fulfilling and authentic life, and that is self-actualization. And if you followed me along this journey of the elegant life, you know that self-actualization is not about creating goals and achieving them and all about success. It's about connecting with and living from your true essence, the version of you that feels whole, full of vitality, full of joy, full of fulfillment, and aligned with who you were truly meant to be. That is what self-actualization is. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through 4 different steps that will lead you deeper and deeper into self-actualization. These steps are going to be the ones that are going to lead you to manifest and enjoy a life that does feel successful, but not in the definition that society has given it. You see, when you truly self-actualize, which means bringing everything that you were programmed to be out into life, there is no way that you cannot feel confident. There is no way that you cannot feel full of joy and vitality. And there is no way that you cannot serve your purpose here on earth. There is a process, and what I have found is that there are steps, and it's best to start here, and then here, and then here, and then go here. A lot of people try to skip the steps, and it doesn't work. So let's dive into the very first step of self-actualization. The first step of self-actualization is to know thyself. And I'm not just talking about what you like and what you dislike. I'm talking about what are your unique qualities about you? What are your intrinsic desires? What are your beliefs and your patterns that have shaped your life? So some of the questions that you can just start asking yourself are, what are the values that truly matter to me? Or what do I desire at a soul level? These are the kind of questions that will open your soul so that you can start discovering more and more and more about who you truly are. When you truly take the time to uncover who your true self is, and you often hear me say who you've been programmed to be, this is in your energetic DNA and it is meant to be expressed. So all those desires you have, they are meant to be expressed because you have them inside of you. And so when you spend the time to really get to know all of these things about you, which is a process, which does not just happen after doing a couple of journal entries. This is an unfolding of yourself, almost like when a flower blooms. One petal releases, then another petal releases. This is who you are. You uncover these things about yourself, but you've got to spend time, right? And then all of a sudden you are this blooming, blossoming flower, ready to go to the next step of self-actualization. So the next step is activate and expand. Now, over time, we have lost connection with the innate feminine energy that is within us, particularly as women. Feminine energy is not just a characteristic. It is a core part of our being. In order to fully self-actualize, we need to reconnect with this part of us that has been so disconnected that actually we as women don't even know how to live in our feminine. And being a woman is part of who we are. It is part of our energetic coding as women. We are very different than men. Although we have masculine energy within us and they have feminine energy within them, we are very different. And unless we have had these energies reactivated in us, it is really going to be difficult to fully actualize who we have been created to be. And I think a lot of women think that, oh, I know what it means to be feminine. Trust me. If you have never gone through one of my programs called The Elegant Art to Feminine Confidence, you don't know. The comment most women said to me after doing that program is, I had no idea, Erin. I had no idea. So that's one of the things you definitely want to check out. then once we have this feminine energy activated, something overcomes us and we are naturally able to stand taller, to own every single part of who we are, and then confidently go out and express it in the world. It is such a subtle thing, and yet without it, it doesn't happen. It's almost like pretend expressing who you are. Every single piece of who we are needs to be fully and wholly expressed. And that is what this step is, owning our femininity. And once you've had this feminine energy activated and you feel so expanded and ready to express your true authentic self, you will feel that nudge to move to the next stage of self-actualization. Next is clear and transform. Now, as we grow up in our lives, we collect different limiting beliefs, different behaviors, and different wounds. Yet if you get to this stage of self-actualization, you'll recognize that they no longer are serving you. And you'll feel this bit of friction, like, I'm supposed to be this, but why can't I maybe go do that? I feel like I'm ready, but something's stopping me, or it's not working, you see? And this is where so many women come to me because they've read all the books, they've watched all the movies and the documentaries, and they've taken lots of courses and had different things going on with them, but they haven't really truly spent a concentrated time becoming aware of what their limiting beliefs are, what their patterns of behaviors are, and then clearing and transforming them to more empowering ones so that now we can step forward and truly live our authentic lives. And again, this is a process. We're so conditioned by society that we can do a couple of journal prompts and it's going to be gone. Right? This takes some time for us to recognize them and to rewire them. Now, does it have to take years? Definitely not, particularly if you get support. And this is the level that a lot of women do come to me to get support. You might have someone else. Just make sure that they are particularly trained and have great experience with rewiring and clearing beliefs, okay? Because this is the area, this is the focus right here. Your patterns of behavior, your ways of thinking, and your beliefs, okay? So this is all about clearing and transforming. Now, once you do this spiritual detox, you have created such a space within your vessel of energy that it's ready to just be filled with light. And now is where you just are almost like an inspiration to others. You are able to step out on an even bigger level. You are able to enjoy your life to a mind-blowing way that you dreamt about. Remember, we went to step 1 where you realize these are my soul desires. Well, here you actually get to live them beyond your wildest dreams. It's not that you will not manifest anything as you move up these self-actualization. Oh, no. Trust me. Every time you move up, every time you become more self-aware of something within yourself, you will receive magical manifestations. And you can't think how it can get better. And this is a line that I always say to my clients: congratulations, welcome to the elegant life. And it gets better. And they're like, oh, no, I'm good. If I just get this, this is good. And I say, that's not how this life works. This life is coded to always be ever expanding. And so when you think that it can't get better, it does. And this is where we go into the very next stage of self-actualization. Finally, we reach the stage of mastery. And this is the stage where we fully embody and integrate all of the growth that we have cultivated over the years and months. Mastery means that you are consistently, not perfectly, but consistently living from your higher self, where your actions, your choices, and even your relationships just align with your true nature. So we're not talking perfect. We can give ourselves grace because we are human beings, right? This is an ongoing journey. Remember, ever expanding. The one thing is that sometimes people get here when they've done a lot of work and they've come so far in their life that they have manifested practically all of their dreams. Let me tell you from experience, you can think like, wow, I'm here. I've done it. And now I'm just going to, spend the rest of my life enjoying this beautiful feeling, sharing my wisdom with others, and maybe being an inspiration to others. And then what life says, there's more expansion, there's deeper levels of being this. And so you will go through growth opportunities here. And I think that's where women who consider themselves very spiritual or are spiritual teachers or healers themselves, we can think that we should know everything, and yet you still need support. You still have areas that you can grow and go deeper. There's always expansion. And I'm very honored to say that at this level, I receive a lot of women coming to me who don't feel like they have anybody else in their life who is at the level that they are, and yet they feel safe with the Elegant Life teachings, perspective, and a safe space with me to really let themselves be vulnerable to go to that next level. It's a profound, profound level. So again, I will link to my website. It is a page that describes all of these steps in more detail, along with courses and coaching that can support you. And you can identify where you are and where you're feeling called to up level. Just never discount starting right here. Again, if you are fairly actualized, but you still feel a calling to here, and you're like, oh, but I already know myself. Why am I feeling called to start here? That's a sign. Remember, there's different levels of self-awareness, of knowing thyself. Again, this is not just about likes and dislikes. It's about a whole lot more. And so if you're being led to start there, start there. So there you have it, the 4 steps to self-actualization. Know thyself, activate and expand, clear and transform, and mastery. Each of these steps holds the key to you living a truly whole, fulfilling life, the life that you were destined to live in this lifetime. And if you enjoyed this topic of self-actualization, please click that like button and please do subscribe, as we're going to be doing a lot more deep dives into this topic, because this is what life is about. It's about you self-actualizing who you were created to be in this lifetime, and then enjoying life to the fullest. So on that note, make it an elegant week, and I will see you next time.